Hi. In this short video series, I'd like to provide some clarity on the facts surrounding asylum seekers and refugees in Australia, as I believe that the distorted lies by our government and misrepresentation by some media outlets is creating harmful information to be spread to Australia's citizens. In the first video, we looked at Australia's flawed current policies and false information being spread. In our second video, we spoke about boat arrivals and the appalling treatment of adults and children in detention. In this final video, I'd like to discuss the reasons why people leave their mother country, travel in perilous ways to get here, and why it is so important for us to welcome these strangers to our shores with compassion and open arms. Despite the false rhetoric that these people might be dangerous or maybe freeloaders looking for an easy life in Australia, people keep coming. To me, this shows an immense amount of courage and determination to survive. Aren't these the type of people we want in our country? When a person lives under a regime who inhumanely strips away all of their rights, forces them to live under a shadow of daily fear, threatens them with death and makes life for them and their family a living nightmare, who of us that value life and freedom would not consider doing anything in their power to change that situation? Refugees aren't beggars. They are often professionals, students, or people with a lot of life experience, mature parents, and so on. When they arrive here, many express a substantial desire to not want to leave their home country they have spent decades developing their life and where our other family, friends, cultural identity, language, and history all are. Knowing that you are heading somewhere where you have to start from scratch in strange surroundings with little support must be one of the most difficult decisions for a person. Australia might be a better option than their current living situation provides, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't rather stay in their own home if they could. Australians sometimes get a swelled head thinking that our country is so awesome and that's why everyone's trying to get here. We must be reminded that we are indeed a lucky country. Not only do we represent a very small percentage of the world population who live at the standards of wealth and opportunity like we do, we have a capability to be one of the most generous countries. With privilege comes a moral and ethical responsibility to help those with less, which will, in turn, further enrich our lives and community if we choose to be generous. The vexing and mystifying thing about how some Australians view immigrants is that they are quite happy accepting the current day-to-day aspects of life, like ethnic food, clothing, furnishings, sport, music, art, and culture, that we have as a direct result of immigrant influx over the last 50 years. But when we hear from these people, they go on about taking away jobs, potential risks in their communities, not speaking English, their religion taking over, and so on, even though historically there's no reason to think that this will happen in Australia. If we embrace the stranger to our land, we will find ourselves a happier, more constructive, and compassionate nation, not the opposite. The purpose of this video series is to educate anyone who is misinformed about this situation and hopefully inspire and encourage more people to voice their anger about government policies, morals, and actions. I believe that we are reaching a critical mass of people who simply want to live in a just and welcoming nation, and that the idea of people being tortured by our own elected democratic government is wrong and needs to be changed. Please participate by showing your support to groups like Welcome to Australia, Amnesty International, Get Up, or put up one of Peter Drew's Real Australians Say Welcome posters, or make a video, write a letter, talk to your friends, or anything else that raises awareness about this issue. If you missed either of the two other videos in this short series, please click one of the links here. And thanks for watching.